Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to this Middlesex save where we are going to rebuild it with youth only. Exciting time because we actually get into releasing contracts and we get into signing some potential wonder kids to come in and join our team. A team that drastically needs improving after the first season. And before I start showing you all the data, if you want to access the same Cricket Captain 2024 stats pack, go across to the buymeacoffee.com site /leadingedgepod, sign up to the Cricket Captain 2024 stats pack, click join. It will give you a login and you will be able to access the dashboard here. Once you're logged in, you get all the latest updates. There has just been a whole bunch of updates. You browse your files, you select the files, you click open, process, and within about 5 seconds you've got all the data from your game of the source scorecards that you've saved into the game. So I just want to have a quick look at our team before we start signing some players. Because on paper we were the worst team in the country across pretty much all three formats, I think it's fair to say. But the thing that surprised me was stalwart Stan Robson with 921 runs, leading the way with 2 centuries. We didn't get a first-class century from Big Stubbs. The first youth intake player we had, 6 50s. 23% of his innings turned into 50s, the highest in the team. We got good contributions from Josh DeCares, averaging 32, and Ryan Higgins, so 6 and 7, 7-8, looks quite solid. Lewis Deploy's probably going to go in the mashup of bringing in new youth players, and Nathan Fernandez averaged 21. 5 50s to his name. What a stark contrast this is. 5 50s from 14 games, averaged 21, and I looked down on him. Kale came in towards the back end, averaged 38, looks reasonable. But young Bradshaw here, 170 runs, a highest of 32. We've got some issues going on there. But I think for all the issues we talk of that we've probably got with the bat, we've probably got a little bit more with the ball to replace. Because as soon as we get young players, they are going to come in, they are going to play. That means DeCares is going to play, Cornwall's going to play, but Higgins and Bamber might be gone by this year. And Ethan Bamber, who I expect the world of in year one, went and averaged 37 with the ball, 76 strike rate, 2.95 economy rate. That is a really bad place to be. The thing that he did give us is that he went under 3 and over, which you can see here. Higgins was the only other player to be close to 3 and over. The blast again was problematic. We did get a bit of magic from Fernandez in one game. Josh DeCares was pretty reasonable, but you say pretty reasonable if you look at his wickets. Poor if you look at the economy rate of 9.98. So I don't think there's anything we're going to do in T20 cricket that's going to make us worse with the ball. And one day cricket, I actually fancy us to go and do something special here, because the first year you get youth intake players. And if you get good ones, you get them. They're not taken up by the 100. You could go and do something special. Out of the young players we've got, DeCares averaged 30 at a 5.62 economy rate, which is very reasonable and was the pick of the bowlers by a long way. But Cornwall again, 6.99, Fernandez 7.28, square peg round hole, trying to ask him to do too much. And with the bat for us in the T20 blast, Lewis Deploy averaged 40 with a 162 strike rate. Guess what? He's probably not going to be playing. He also scored a century. You look at the guys that probably are going to play in Stubbs, 157 strike rate, but he got out every 10 balls. So we know there's something special about the young kid, but he's probably got quite a long way to go. Kale came in and averaged 25 with a 157 strike rate, which I very much like to see. And I think Bradshaw might go out. You know, he might get a couple of seasons, but his batting average in this, a 110 strike rate, 13 average, is not going to be good enough to solidify him in the team for any period of time. But when again we talk about the one-day performance from the team, we're actually pretty reasonable. Stubbs put up 697 runs with 4 centuries, 2 50s. 67% of his runs came in boundary, 87 runs a game, a boundary every 6.83 deliveries, 2 man of the match performances. The kid was unstoppable. Kale was good as well. He averaged 45 and Bradshaw averaged 28. So at the young players we've got, not quite the best. Confirmation, Notts win the first class county championship division 1. Lancs Royal London Cup, Lancs blast. Southampton getting it done. I just want to check as well, in the Challenge Trophy, Stubbs Not the highest score, but he has got the most runs in the competition, which you would expect to see. No surprising, being the worst team in the country, Stoneman replies, but also that we don't get offered any international contracts. We do have a position here which is quite interesting. Josh DeCares we can re-sign because we said 21 and under is something we can do. Cornwall can re-sign as well. Kale, 36,000. I'm going to have a bit of you for 3 years. Bradshaw, I'm only going to give 2 because I'm not seen a lot yet. But essentially what we're doing, we're giving up a deploy, Eskenazi, Holden, Robson, Holman, Brooks, Kushel. We're giving away a lot of very good players, but we're going to have about 250,000, 229,000 to sign at least 4 young players. And I can see Rocky Flintoff, but we're not allowed to sign him because the only signings we can make come from here. Okay, now I feel like we need something special. So Stubbs has came in and he's averaging 51 in second team cricket and he's hit the ground running really nicely. And here we can see with the bat, we've got Stokes, we've got Reed averaging 57, Malik averaging 45. In ODI cricket, Fisher averages 50. That's quite interesting, 43 and 50. Reed 57, 41. And then in T20 cricket, Stokes has got an extremely high strike rate. Malik, not quite as good as what I would have thought, actually. So I think we're going to go with a Reed. With the ball, I think we're going to have quite a lot of issues here. Darcy probably looks the best, averaging 19 with 149 wickets, 24 and 18. Oh, that doesn't look very good. 6.3. Darcy could be an absolute stud. And the thing that you're limited on is you only can sign 3 players per round. So you've got to hope that we don't run out of good opportunities to buy players here. And the other player, we're going to go in with Stokes. That 50 second team average and a 70 strike rate, I think, is a really strong place to be. 92 strike rate in OD cricket and 154 in T20 Blast. So 3 young players are in. We do get a bit of a refresh of talent as well. You do get some more fall into the pool. And we've got a wicket keeper, all-rounders there, and Seaxes is there, which I feel is where I'm going to probably spend my time. Okay, and the 3 signings I think I'm going to go for is this guy, Simon Leaney, who gets the Y2 because he's a Year 2 youth intake player, age 20. He has played in the Royal London Cup, couple of 50s, average 41, that's cool. Second team average of 52, which I feel is very reasonable with 8 centuries, that's a good period of time. Averages 35 in one-day cricket with a strike rate of 92, but a 156 and scored hundreds in T20 cricket. So I'm going to have a little look at that. Seaxes is going to come in 7.85 economy rate in T20 cricket, 4.78 in OD cricket, and then 25 average with the ball. We do need to sign some young bowlers, which is kind of skewing my decision to go, yep, we're going to bring him in straight away. And then I think we're going to go with Barrett, which gives us an all-rounder. An average of 34 with about 39 with... Oh, that 39 with the ball is poor, isn't it? I actually don't think we are. We are. He's in. Now we're down to just 4 players remaining. If we look at the squad now, so we've got Stubbs, Kale, Bradshaw, Reed, Stokes, Leaney, Barrett. There's 7 players, 7 youth players. Cares makes it 8. Darcy and Seaxes 9 and 10. So we're probably just 1 bowler away from having a full plethora of youth talent, and it's only season 2 as well. It doesn't mean they're going to be good. It just means it gives us a footing to get going. And I think I'm going to go with one more batter here. I'm going to go with Aggie. Average of 34, but averages 43 in second team cricket in one-day format with a strike rate of 100, a 148 strike rate in T20 cricket. Add to that, he's only 17 years old, so there's going to be plenty of opportunities for him to grow. And I'm going to go with Malik as well. I wasn't, but the thought of having another young opener that can come in and give me a little bit of rotation is a good thing. Okay, so all the sessions for the players in terms of coaching are now in operation. We can start improving our players. All-rounder Barrett's going to get a little bit of a bowling boost, hopefully. And we're also get a warm-up game against Leeds. Interesting enough, it does not want us to pick Stubbs in the lineup. I don't know. I feel like our batting might be okay this year with this young sort of outfit that we're putting out there. Some of the second team averages are really good. Kale with a 61 is actually quite incredible. Looks like it could be the real deal. Also going to be captain for us. How old are you, son? 22 years old. Time to come and play, mate. Stubbs is going to retain at 5. Reed's going to come in at 4. Stokes at 6. Leaney at 7 gives us a lot of depth with the bat. But we are rotating just 4 bowlers, trying to play all these youth players. Also means that Aggie and Bradshaw are 2 youth players that miss out on this lineup as well. And we're only 2 and a bit quarter stars. That's bad. I'm not saying the season's a write-off before it started, but we've just played against Leeds, well, with 1 innings down, and they declared 3-5-2 for 1. De Caires and Fernandez go at 6s. Cornwall, Darcy and Siggins, absolutely nothing. Quite chanceless. 1 played and missed from Blake Thornton. Joe Albright, drop catch, 4 played and missed. It's not a pretty start. We're taking the lead, 4-5-4 for 9. Stokes with 159. I like this. Comes in, makes an impact, first time he plays cricket. Good to see. It's 91 from Stubbs. We were in a bit of strife as well, 3 for 40. Top order got absolutely restocked. But it's a lead and we're going to give our bowlers another chance to perform. As we actually take up a draw, 95 for 4 we end. We had 170 to win in 21 overs. Didn't quite work out. But more importantly, with the ball again, we're going at a high rate. We're not really making any inroads. Another one, Stanley Aitken, he scores a century. That's not the ideal start to the season. We do have Barrett that we can bring in for the first game of the season, which would give us another bowling option. And I think the only way you can do it is to do that, and you push someone up to opening that is not an opener, and getting rid of Fernandez. I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to try and turn Kale into a first class opener. So it does bring him back. Oh, he's a spinner. He's a spinner. That gives us 2 spinners. That means we're going spinning pitch. You know, you get an all-rounder come through. You automatically assume they're going to be a medium pacer or something like that. Well, I did. So Reed 3, Stubbs 4. I'm going to change them around. I'm going to go like that. Stokes 5, Leaney 6. We're 2-star rated team. We've got worse since taking Fernandez out, but I've got to have another bowler in there. We're going to bowl. We are going to bowl. This is not the conditions early April to play 2 spinners. Oh, Darcy, look at him. 8 for 1. He picks up a wicket. We get through them. We get a 5 for Darcy on debut for us as well, which I quite like to see. 11 wickets at 49 now, so we've got a little bit of a problem brewing with this bowling attack, but we know it's a rebuild, we know it's going to take time. We're going to give them enough rope to fail. Sometimes it's harder pressing spacebar on the game when your bowlers are getting smashed around everywhere. 3 for De Caires, but he was pretty ineffective. Barrett, none for 62, looked like he shouldn't be there. Who's this guy? Charlie Delaney, 18 years old, comes in, scores a century, averaging 69.67 from 6 games. I've got a feeling Kale was going to be okay moving up to opener. Ignore the 167 for 4. Just take it in. He scores a century on his debut game as an opener in first class cricket. 100 off 131 as we get rolled for 231. Not a surprise. 4 for 98. Top order gone. Malik, I'm going to give him time because I've got no other choice. He's got a season. Stubbs, moving him up to 3. That might not be the right place for him. We might have to switch some of these around. 5-10 to win. They've declared this is getting bad, but we do get a 5 for Siggins going at 5.61 and over. I'm going to look past the fact he's been smashed around the park and just say both opening bowlers have taken a 5 on debut. We need a lot to win in overcast conditions. It's turning. We picked 2 spinners. We've now got to bat it out. as we get decimated. I forgot to add that we were facing Shine Shara 3D as well, who ripped through us 2 for 19, Ben Aitchison with 3, Pat Brown with 3, Zach Chappell with 1, 5 for 37, game over. Welcome to the County Championship Season 2. We lost by over 400 runs. Leany improved the front foot batting to the limit. I'm going to take a bit of that. I'm going to move you into the offside. Much better against Leicester, 257, and Sam Evans with 81. I played an offline, say 3 or 4 years ago on the game, and he was immense for me. Year in, year out, scored 1,000 runs in the championship. Some things to take out: we got 6 wickets in a seaming deck with spin, with a bit more control. Barrett picking up 3 for 35. And we've got a deficit, but it's only 33. We get a good partnership from Stokes and Leany. They put on 124, which was a record against Leicestershire at this ground on this date. Reed retired hurt for 2. Stubbs moving down to 4 didn't quite work. And Malik is off to a very poor start as opener. It is going to be a lot to win, though. 398, I think, is to win. Evans with another 50, but the damage is done down the back end. Waken with 55, Ben Mike 38, Jack Haynes 66, Rian Ahmed coming in at 9, scoring 40. We get another 4 from Josh De Cares. You know, there's not a lot of control going on a lot of the time with this team, but 398 to win. Day 3, session 2, overcast. Rinse and repeat. 80 all out. It hurt having number 3 out, retired hurt anyway. Rian Ahmed with 4 for 12 decimates the back end. But Henry Brooks... Our guy from last year does the damage. This youth challenge, I said it was impossible. It's definitely hard. Reed's out for 5 weeks. So that's going to mean I'm going to bring in Bradders. Okay, batting first this time. Tom Price 7 for 56. Kale with a 50. Stokes with a 50. They give us a 100-run partnership. But there is nothing else. This team is abysmal. This season is going downhill at a rate of knots. They score 401 and we get smashed around. Babar Azam scores 177. We get 207. Stubbs with a 65. Barrett with a 44. I'm going to take a bit of that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 44. What's he score next? 88? But we've lost by 10 wickets. Tom Price has taken 11 wickets. And no idea how, but we're not bottom of the championship yet. This is what we want to see. Fernandez improves his batting technique. Bradshaw improves his batting technique. It is a rough start to the season. Stubbs averaging 32. Bradshaw 19. Malik 11. And the ball, don't even get me started. Cornwall 59. Barrett 68. Here we go. Somerset. Not going to be easy against Lammonby, Pujara, Abel, Cole Cadmore, Aldridge, Overton, Leach, Hannon, Dolby. Oh no. Oh, it could have been so much more. We scored 320, which on paper sounds okay, but we had them. We had them by the balls. We had them, where are we? 2 for 268 at one stage. Malik was 74. Drop catch, LBW, 4 played and missed. Scored 74, but that's probably as good as it's ever going to get. Kale with 49. 53 for Bradshaw, which was nice. 93 for Stubbs. Much more controlled. But the back end went quick. Overton was 6. Don't know if it's going to be enough. Bugger. We've got a lead of 37, but an 83-run partnership between Jack Leach and Craig Overton has really hurt us. Leach with 31, Overton 42. We had them. Siggins and Darcy doing the damage. The spinners, absolutely no point in you being there, but I'm picking 2 of you every time. Oh, day 2, session 3. It's a bit overcast. We've declared at the end of day 3. Malik with 145. Where has this come from? Maybe there's life in the 21-year-old old dog. Stuart Malik getting it done. First century for him. He's had a day. Stokes out for 99. I was trying to smash it in that last over to get him to a century, but his form has been good. He looks like a genuine cricketer for us. We need to take 10 wickets. They need 3, 4, 4. Sharp turn. Josh De Cares, anyone? We've done it. Stop the press. We've done it. We've won a game of cricket against a decent... Well, we've just won a game of cricket. Darcy with a 5 for 51. De Cares 3. Barrett 2. They were on to win it. If we didn't bowl them out, their run rate was the best in the game and they needed 70 from the last 70 minutes. So I think they were on for it. But yeah, good performance from the team. Malik, man of the match. He scores nearly 240 runs in the contest. We're 1-3. I kid you not, our seamers are taking wickets. 5 for Siggins, 4 for Cornwall. We win the toss, we bowl first. It's not the best batting conditions, but we bowl first. And Siggo has taken this season a 5, a 3, a 3, a 4 and a 5. He takes 5 for 40 off almost 20 overs. We skittle Northants. Pitch is alright, it's just a bit overcast. No mistakes about it this time. Stokes goes to 100, out for 99, trying to win us the game last game. And here goes to a really nice 100 off of 202 deliveries, finding some back-to-back sort of form. He's got a career average of 68 in first-class cricket. I love a bit of that. As we take a 199 run lead, this is a good performance. Bradshaw with 44, settling in maybe into that 3 hole. Don't think he's quite good enough to be the guy, but he's probably good enough to be a guy for a year or two while we keep continuing to build our youth academy out. Okay, it's going to be 205 to win. They get 404 here, back beautifully. Karen Nair and Rob Keogh. Rob Keogh's got Northants out of trouble many a time over the last few years. Great player. 266 run partnership. 51 by Emilio Gay at the top in a partnership with Thurston. Siggins and Darcy getting it done. Spinners, nothing there again. Barrett going at 7s. What are you doing? I'm just carrying drinks. 7 wickets at 70 this year. We're going to need 206 to win. What's the pitch doing? The pitch is all right. Day 3, session 3. We've got time. If we can survive the first 20 overs, I think we're in. We literally survived 20.2 overs until Malik goes as the first wicket down. Sanderson doing the damage. And with 21 minutes left in the day, Will Kale goes to 95, but more importantly, gives this young, rebuilding Middlesex team the victory. 6 wickets, we get it done by. Kale ends up on 95. He bats beautifully, supported by Stubbs, supported by Leaney. We're mid-table. We are a mid-table team. As we go into the T20 Blast, we've got strike rate all the way down here. I think the changes Reed's going to come in, but this could be brutal for it. I think I need to get Malik out of there. Bradshaw into bat at 6, 148. We've got strike rate all the way in second team cricket. So let's see how we go. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit of this. Bradshaw does the bowling for us, so that tells you how good Barrett's bowling is. He's a non-entity with the ball. They get 185, Sibley 69 off 48, and in response, 162, Reed with a 68. I'm reasonably happy with that loss to start with. Have we got any other bowling options that were 20 when we started? There actually isn't any other bowling options in the team. This is a shocker. But we do take a victory. I'm going to hang my hat on this. Kale with 83 opening the bat looks pretty good. Hey, bat opens in county cricket, opens in T20 cricket. We get 161. It shouldn't be enough against Ben McDermott, Ali Orr, Tom Press, James Vince, Toby Albert. George Balderson's made the move over there as well. But Bradders with 4 for 9. The bats let us down here. We only managed to muster 141 against Gloucester. Matty Taylor with 4, Graham Van Buren with 3 for 19. It's never going to be enough. And they knock them off. They go at 10s to win the game. Net run rate is not our friend. As we win an absolute barnstormer. Not for the first time. Marnus with 91 off 52. Will Smale with 41 off 36. Bowlers going around the park. But so do theirs. Thanks to Alini, 80 off 46 is an absolute beauty. We managed to sneak home after collapsing at the end. This was incredible finish. Let's go to the over by over. 3 wickets in the space of 2 overs. We can't get the ball off the square. It gets to the final over and we go 4-4-6. Darcy, number 11, wins it. Match abandoned, probably for the best. They were 112 for 5 after 11. It could have got messy. Colin Cadmore was looking like he'll go big. The rain strikes. We get another point. Bowlers shipped all around the world. Darcy, 3 for 48, goes at 12s. But it's not enough. Kale, first T20 blast century for that young man. He scores 103 off 51. Leaney with 88 off 45. They put on 191. We knock off 201 in 16 overs. Brother, what are you telling me about our bats? Leaney's improved his offside to the limit. I'm all over that. His front foot is to the limit. Do some boundary hitting. Incredibly, it's another rain-affected game. Not a bad call this, because we were 117 for 7. We're being saved just a little bit. But for the 200 for 1, you come to 84 all out in 13 overs, where Jofra Archer, Curry, Corvallis and Adil Rashid has absolutely ransacked you. That net run rate is not as bad as what I thought it would be. And we're in contention, but everyone else has got games in hand. Nathan Fernandez improved batting against fast bowling to the limit. That's you, Big Nate. India win the Test World Championship. Will Kale's improved to the limit as a first-class opener. Oh, he's actually an opener. The system works. Work on against fast bowling now, mate. I think that's the first time. Darcy's on England duty. ODI team. We've got an international player. We've got a massive hole in our team. Kale, right, okay, let's roll this back. I've never repositioned a player. Kale has officially done that. Darcy, 25 wickets at 27, is now part of the England setup. That's part of the problem when you sign good youth players. They do get picked up early. So we're going to bring in Beefy Bamber again. Ethan Bamber's back into the team. Batting lineup, do we stay the same? I think Reed's the one I want to see. His 57 average in second team cricket is supposed to be immense. So he comes back in at 3. For Bradshaw, who did nothing wrong in his time there, but I feel that's the role he's going to play over the course of the save. Okay, bowled out for 184. We were put into bat here, and it was not easy. Kale's transition to opener, going, hey, I'm a fully fledged opener now. 1 off 27. Reed, none for 15. Glad I brought them back in. Okay, we're in business. We've got an 18-run lead. Josh DeCare's 4 for 11. Cleans up the tail end. Siggins with 3. Are you going to get an international call-up as well? We're kind of hanging out. Cornwall with 3 as well. Very, very good. We're hanging out for the next youth intake mid-season. And hopefully some of the youth players that comes through are bowlers, because we are woefully light on bowling at the moment. But we're going to take this lead. It's an overcast sort of condition. Day 2, session 2. If we can get 200, this is game on. Big John Reed gets it done. It's an edge, but it's 100 when we needed it the most. We're up to 251 for 4. This young man celebrates his first ever century as we take a 362 to win. Reed with 116, Leaney with 88 run out. That's a disappointing way to end your innings, but this is a really good bowling attack. Harmer, Porter, Cook. It doesn't get much better in county cricket, and we're holding them strong here. 362 is doable for them, but we're going into overcast conditions. I'm hoping Siggins has a day. We get him 93 for 3 at the end of day 3. All results on the table. Predictor really likes us though. 108 run victory, 3 for DeCares at the end. Barrett, they were trying to hold on for a draw, so his 1 for 13 kind of skews his career economy rate. But we've just done enough. But we've got an injury to play with. We've also won 3 straight. We're kind of like Evander Holyfield now, the real deal. But Cornwall is out for 5 weeks. So one of our bowlers is on international duty and the other's injured. And what makes it worse, he's on international duty, but he's just carrying drinks. Didn't even play. 5 weeks with no Cornwall. It is going to make us a better team. Toby Rowland-Jones is on an England contract at 37. Hardly plays. What is that about? Greatwood's back fit though, so he can come in. He was part of the lineup last year. Bowling attack doesn't look great, does it? 232 for Kent. Singh with 87. Rahul Singh, 29. Can't remember seeing him play that much. Bell Drummond with 72. Great player in the game. 121 all out. We've been battered there. I'm going to rinse and repeat. We've been battered there. 162 all out against Essex. They knocked them off in 17 overs. Darcy's returned from international duty. Just spent his time carrying drinks. And we are a better team for him being back. Kale and Reed with 70s against Surrey as we bowl him out for 160. DeCares with a 4 for 34. Nicely done. Chances of going through slim. But what I would say is there is a lot of bad teams. You're not going to go through if you only score 128 off your 20 overs, are you? That's a poor effort. 5 for 47. Matty Parkinson have a day. Swanepoel was great for us in the South Africa series, having a day. And they knocked them off. Not in the most easiest run chase, but they get there. It's really quite the shame that we're missing Cornwall, whose 22 wickets at 39 have been a game changer for us. Batting averages, Stokes averaging 49, Leaney 53. Reed and Stubbs not looking too great, nor is Malik. As we get Rian Ahmed. Now, Rian Ahmed is amazing on this game. Time and time again, he will rip through you for probably about 15 years of your career. He's done it here. No one scores 50. We're bowled out for less than 160 twice and lose by an innings and 46. Winning streak has gone. And Stokes is out injured for 5 weeks. Lacking serious depth here. Another 200. This time 223 for Essex. De Care's going at 10s. Darcy at 13s. And we're bowled out for 138. And Reed scored 78 of them. It doesn't matter where you get to. Regression to the mean. We find our way back towards the end of the table. Kale gives us a fine performance to go out on. 81 off 53. He has been reasonable. And when I say reasonable, the best player in the team by quite a long way. We beat Glamorgan last game. We obviously do not go through, but a 7th place finish, 5 and 7 with 2 rained off. We probably would have lost those. It's actually not too bad. We've got youth players. Also Malik. Okay, let's start with Malik. He's improved his offside to the limit. I'm all over that. You're going to need a bit of that as an opener, Sunshine. What's your front foot like? We also get one player. Oh no, Saunders only, and he's a batter. And I bet he's average of 48. Average of 40. He's not great, is he? He's not great. He's 22. Oh, I feel robbed. He is going to get a game though, because Stokes is out injured. So he's coming in at 5 as we go and get the W. And I kid you not, the kid has done all right. We get 340. Great start, Kayla. Malik looking really good. Stubbs looking good. Saunders looking good for 43. They take a 47-run lead. Kieran Carlson, great last year in County Championship cricket. He does well. Josh De Care's with a 4. Seamers spread it around. 2 wickets apiece. But then we get 340 and it's like, oh, this is game on. He scores 105 off 114. 16 boundaries. Kale with another 91. And we get across the line. Darcy with 4. We bowl them out for 257. Win by 36. We are 4 and 4. Kid you not, we are just 50 points away from the promotion space. Fernandez has improved his leg side batting. That kid wants a place in this team. Yorkshire going on win the T20 Blast as we go and get thrashed as well by Gloucester. Quite a big thrashing. 446 is just too much to try and deal with. Joe Phillips, 21 years old. 3 centuries from his first 7 matches in County Championship cricket. He scores 159 again. So does De Care's 6. Everything else, not quite sure what you're doing. Barrett keeps robbing and living. Hopefully it's just a 1 year of robbing and living. We bat reasonably for 311 as well. You look at the top 7, they're all 30 plus, but the problem is no one's gone on and got a big score. At least we didn't get Tom Price this time. They get 299 for 6, set themselves up for us chasing about 450. And again, there's some runs, but we're a long way off. 4 and 5. Make it 5 and 5. Done, not thanks to the first innings where we're bowled out for 200. Ben Sanderson causes problems again, taking 5. They take a 65-run lead with Darcy taking another 5. Still yet to get a cap, but carrying drinks. And then we go big. We go really big. Stubbs 161, Kale 98, Reed 95, Laney 65. It is a maiden first-class century for Stubbs at just the age of 19. And then when they needed 449 to win, it's a little bit too much. De Care's with 5. We've done enough. 5 and 5. You see, we're not in contention because we're 80 points behind, but we're not as bad. And Fernandez is still improving everything he touches. How old is he? He's 21. This kid really wants to play cricket. I've never seen someone just improve at everything they touch every single time. Oh no, we lose loads of players as well. Here we go. Royal London Cup, Helm, Higgins, Kale, Darcy, Reed all gone. So we are going to be rocking A little bit of an indifferent lineup again. So Kale Reid and Stokes is big miss. Aggie's the one that missed out. Fernandez is going to come in and play. I'm going to give the captain's armband to Fernandez. Malik's going to open for debut. Saunders in the middle order on debut in this competition. Stubbs was a beast last time. Leaney. I'm going to swap Leaney and Bradshaw. I think Leaney might be something special. And then with the ball, we've got Siggins, Bamber, Greatwood, Barrett, Cares. It's not good. We're still going to be we're just over 1 star. We get thrashed. I win the toss, I bat in the wrong conditions, and we get bowled out for 158. Got to do better this game. Got to make better decisions. We've won the toss. We are going to bat. That's interesting. We've just scored 300. That's interesting. Stuart Malik's just scored a century, which now means he's got a century in first-class cricket and one-day cricket this year. That's quite nice. Saunders with 86 as well. That's quite nice. I'm seeing all the benefits. I'm seeing the benefits as we win with 2 overs to spare and by 9 runs. Bamber with 3. He was excellent, particularly at the top. De Cares was good and Barrett was good. Third game, Hampshire. This might be a little bit harder, but we're batting again. This could be okay. We've got good young players. 284. Now this could have been slightly better. We were 3 for 31 at one stage, but Saunders with a maiden one day. I always want to say ODI, but OD century. De Cares with a 50. It's not a bad score. The last over was particularly poor. We couldn't get it off the square, and I'm okay. I'm okay with what I'm seeing from the young kids, but it's not to be. We get Fraser Middleton and George Balderson. De Cares with 3, but Barrett is not a cricketer. Full stop. But what can we do about it? We still need overs. I haven't got anyone. I don't think that's eligible. Or Cornwall can come in. There we go. He's 20. We can bring in Cornwall. Yep, definitely bring in Cornwall for a 6.56 economy rate, but don't pick on him when Fernandez has gone at 9s. We get thrashed by Yorkshire. Stubbs scores 88, but that's it. This is not looking good. 1 and 3. The rebuild is real. Also, you do get hurt from high quality players that aren't good enough to play in the 100, such as a Keaton Jennings. This is another bad loss. They get 387, we get 219. Bradders with 80 is nice to see, and Leaney was 71. But for all the work, and I'm going to pick on him here, Nathan Fernandez did all this work. He's gone away and he's become a better player. He's improved everything. He's averaging 16 and he's averaging 2 this year. Again, we fall down against Durham. 307 for 9. They get Alex Lees, Baz the leader, big players on the game, doing big things. De Cares with another 50. Fernandez with another nothing. Neil Wagner rolling through us 3 for 38. Slightly better. Another 50 for Josh De Cares. Maybe I need to start moving him up the order. As we lose again, 257 isn't enough. Sussex knocked them off in 37.5 overs. They've got a Devon Conway in their team. You do find really good overseas players in the game. You just do, playing in the Royal London Cup, just to how it all works out. As we go down, Fernandez, none off 2. Malik 115, Stubbs with 100. So those two are going to finish in a strong position. But 266 for 4. O'Riordan with the runs, 8 games down. This, if you want to call it a show and put toilet in front of it, that's pretty much what we have just seen. We've seen Nathan Fernandez play 8 games, score 27 runs with the bat, opening at a 36 strike rate, despite improving absolutely everything about his game over the last year. Stubbs averaged 45, pretty good. Didn't have last year's 4 centuries, but good enough. Malik was good enough with 42. Saunders 45. Bradshaw 38. Not bad. Leaney, interesting enough, was really poor at that role at 3. I need to move him around. De Cares averaged 42 with the bat was extremely good, but the story is the ball, I think. Siggins was good with a 5.52 economy rate. Greatwood's not good enough. 96 strike rate for his 101 average. Cornwall averaged 97. Bamber averaged 24, 6.23. It's quite expensive. So you can see in that format, despite the young players, we're still quite a long way off. Interesting enough, Reed's on international duty. It is your duty, sir. Middlesex, Southampton, soon to be England. He is. in second team terms, the best player, averaging 57. So Stokes is going to come in, and now we're kind of getting a conundrum trying to make people fit into different roles. He's a first-class number 5. Stubbs is a first-class number 4. Saunders is a first-class number 5. We've got no number 3. Leaney is a 6. And Cornwall comes in for Barrett, who I think is nearing retirement. As we go down against Essex, Saunders again, 84. Leaney, 72. That's a good middle order engine room we're building there for the 4th wicket partnership of 100. They take about a 25 run lead. Matt Critchley, immensely talented Matt Critchley with 96. Dean Elgar, gritty as ever. And Barry Fulcher, he goes and bags 96, 20 years old. He bats well, 13 games into his career. He has a career day against us. We get 260, no one making it past 50, which is the problem. And despite setting them 238, I think it was, to win, we lose. Cox, 80. Walter, 60. We fall short. And Darcy, Stokes has improved his batting technique, which is great. And Darcy is in to the England T20 team. How did that happen? T20 stats, strike rate 16, economy rate 9.58. They see something I do not. I haven't got any choices about who to bring into the team. There's no other young players. It's got to be Barrett again. No. Oh, he's like a wart. Oh my days, we have got a game and a half. Middlesex 277. Kale with 84. Leaney with 63. Siggo with 33 down the back end. Riley Meredith picking up 5. Take a 20-odd run lead. Tom Lammonby with 60, but 4 for De Caires again. He is consistently the best player I think we've got with the ball. We get rolled for 195. Leach with a 5-fer, and it ends up match tied. De Caires with 4 as the ball before it goes for 4, but Siggins with the final wicket to end match tied. Don't get many of them, but I tell you what, if we finish 5th, that is genuinely a step forward, and with Reed's on international duty. What is everyone's just on international duty, and Malik's out injured. It is literally all kicking off. Reed, did you? Oh my days, he's played. He's an international cricketer in year 1. Look at that, 133 strike rate for his 28. You can come back into the team, mate. And Darcy, yet to play, still carrying drinks. We've got a huge problem here because we've not got 2 openers. So Reed's going to have to open. I don't want to do it. Next off season, I need bowlers and an opener. Doesn't quite work out, does it? We lose to Derbyshire by an innings. De Caires was 6. We need to check his stats at the end of the season. They only get 375, but we're 172 all out. Ben Aitchison, they do have Shine Shah Afridi, but Aitchison's the main breaker of our team as we find ourselves now 5 and 7, holding on for 6th place. Stokes has improved his batting technique again. I'm loving that, Stokesy. We get Malik back, and we do need to make a change to bring him back into the team, which is something I didn't want to have to do because you want to give everyone time. They're all averaging in the kind of like the mid-30s, and they've all got good second team averages, but this is obviously the kid as we win by 26. Stokes with 121. I almost took him out, but he held strong. Scores 121. Malik back in, scores 77. We take about a 34-run lead with Darcy coming back in, taking 5. Then Malik scores 83, so he has a good return. Kale with 63. Reed with 58. And we bowl them out. 26 runs. De Caires with 6. He must be about... We finished 5th in the table. Let's start there. 6, 7 and 1. 156 points. That's a massive improvement. In terms of most runs in the country, I kid you not, I could have signed him. But Rocky Flintoff has done the Lancashire to Yorkshire move, age 16, and just bagged the most runs in the country with 1,323. Or 1,246 in the actual championship. That's quite incredible. Kale with 1,000 runs at 43 as well is something I really love to see. Josh De Caires, 75 wickets at 26. He makes not quite the top of the list, but that is still an incredible effort. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. We'll be back next time where we are going to sign an opener and some bowlers. We'll see you then.